Are you picking this up? Good. I know you need more deep background, but we're up against it. Non-forces have fortified this beachhead at X-16Y42. Intelligence is still coming in, so we can't tell you a lot.
Good evening, everybody. It is Wednesday night, my friends, and I'm back, and we're going to immediately here jump right on back in to some Mars Horizon, my friends. Welcome on in, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope everyone is doing well. Hope you're all healthy and happy and all those things. Kicking butt, taking names, getting things done, and enjoying life along the way. Alright, so we have a goal. We have a goal to be the first onto the moon here. We also are in a money crunch as we're doing these other flybys and things. I believe, let me see here. If I go to moon, crewed moon landing. So, first of all, we'll need that, which we need orbital EVA in order to get to that. So that's in progress. Then we need the payload Apollo, so that's 5,500, 4,000. This is a lot of science, but we can do it if we get these other things, if we bank up some science here. And then we need the Saturn rockets, which require a large launch pad. And yeah, they require a large launch pad. It was months, 9 months. What was that? It was 120,000 kilograms, and that's 40 and 50, so that's not bad. Oh no, that's 120. That's 500,000. So Saturn 1B and Saturn 4B go together. And that can do a capacity of 45,000 kilograms, which the Apollo is 45,000 kilograms. Okay. So that's our plan there. That requires the large launch pad, which is Where? Here. Large launch pad is there. So we need the vehicle assembly building, which is 2,500. And then we need the large launch pad, which is another 5,000 science, and still a lot of money, like 750,000 cost to build the VAB, and 1.25 million to build the large launch pad. That's, I mean, it's going to be even more than that because we're going to have to clear out space for them. This is like 75k to remove that obstruction and all kinds of stuff. So we'll have to see what we can do there. Also, I did make the backup powered area. Okay, so I did build everything. All right. So that's that. The Mars flyby is going to complete in 3 months. The atmospheric sampling, I just need 717k to build the rockets. Does this tell me? And launchpad. Multi-crew orbits in progress. So the next phase for that. That's only one phase. No, it's 1 month. Yeah, so that's only one. So that's one phase. I wonder if it tell me when I actually scheduled it. I think it says 4 months. So yeah, we're probably going to be second on that one, I imagine. Funding review. All right. Well, it is what it is. Diplomacy. 130 with the ESA. 10 with China, 45 with Japan. Okay. There's not much else I can do besides go next month here. Ooh, China failed multi-crew orbit. That is brilliant. That is very, very good for us because that means we can still have a chance to be first. What did the ESA launch? No, I wish I could click on these to see what the ESA did. Oh, ESA is going to launch at the same time as us for the multi-crew orbit. Oh, but the orbital EVA. Oh yeah, orbital EVA 11 months for that. Okay, for I'm still researching it. So Soviet Union already beat us to orbital EVA. China is 11 months out. And we're still researching it. Okay. Multi-crew orbit. And life support test, a joint mission. We get 900K. Diplomatic mission. We could use the money, certainly. We could certainly use the money. Let's build this vehicle and get this running for us. All right. Camera training. A camera manufacturer has offered to work with your technicians to adapt its cameras for space photography and to train your astronauts on how to use them. They claim that photographs from crewed missions could prove hugely popular with the public. Yes, I believe that is also true. I very much believe that to be true. You request mission available on the moon. Micrometeorites. Okay. Well, we don't have any room for anything right now, so we'll have to make do with what we got. Let's go next month. Mars flyby vehicles complete. We're going to train up the launch reliability. Definitely. Launch dates. Yeah, we'll go as soon as possible so I can start to clear out the launch pad here, I think. That would be good, maybe. Yeah, let's do it. Okay. ESA is launching multi-crew orbit next month. China is launching it in 9 months. Yeah, the ESA is going at the same time as us. So we'll have to see there. We still have to complete the Mercury orbit before the Soviet Union. That'll give us a whole bunch of money. So that's another thing. All right, let's do it next month. Mars flyby, multi-crew orbits, launch. Oh, and it's raining. Great. 52% launch reliability. We're going. Damn those torpedoes. I say. -1 command on first turn and first test. Okay. But we get more liability in our stages, so that's good. Auto resolve. What will that get me? 10% chance of failure. All right, let's go do it ourselves. Let's do it ourselves. All right, we need 12, 11, and 18, but really just 6, 5, and 9. All right, so what do we have here? 2 and 2. Three and 2. So if I do 4 here, 3 there. Do this next. 3, 1, and 4. All right. Okay. That's fine. Let's do this again, that again, and this again. And then we have one more. 8. Do that. Ooh, got bonus there. Cool. All right. Now we have 3 turns remaining. We're gonna need do I want to do this? Do this and this, right? 12 and 16. And that gives me to 20. That gets me to 5. Okay. So we have enough for the bonus for those two. I just need 6 more signal. So that gives me 4 here, and then that, and we'll recharge. Nice. All right, now we gotta do a re-entry. Okay, we get 1 to 3 heat every time around. 19 signal and 20 navigation for the bonus. So I can do this. This gives me 4 navigation there. That gives me 2 signal. That'll give me 5. All right, we'll do that. All right, so we got some heat to burn off. So we'll do this and that. That again, I guess. And do that. So that gets us to 16 and 5. Ooh, got a bonus. All right, we have 2 heat here. So how do I want to do this? I want to... I need a lot more our signal. If I did this, I would get 2, then 4. So I do that twice. All right, that gets me the bonus for, well, part of the bonus. And then I do, let's see. I can do this and this. Gets me to 12. All right, let's try that. Damn it, man. It's really bad rolls here. Okay. Not quite to where I wanted to be, but we are where we are. So I can do this. It's me to 14. Do this. Gets me 18. And then let's recharge twice. Maxed out on the heat again. Alright, we'll do that. Right. Let's see. Do this, do that, and that, and a recharge. There we go. We did it. Excellent. All right, crude Earth orbit. Got it first. And all the bonus too. 50% bonus. Sweet. 612 science for 4 months. Alright. They have to recuperate. I'm going to do the Mars flyby as well. Let's get that going. 70% launch reliability. Yeah, continue. That's 1 turn. Okay. Critical delay. Your stage is maxed out now. What does the auto resolve? 10% chance of failure, huh? This is a multi-phase one, though. All right, let's continue. Yeah, this is phase 1. Enter Mars transfer orbit. Okay. 10 and 10. So, what am I going to do there? So two power. Gives me 2 navigation. And I can use that navigation to get 4 data, which will help us in the next turn, I think. We'll try that. I really, yeah. Well, the 2 signal will give me 4 of the boost that I need. We only have 3 turns, though. So I don't think we're going to go for the bonus here. Yeah, I don't think we're going to go for the bonus because I don't have enough turns to do it in. So let's get the signal for the navigation. Hey, hello. Welcome on in. Okay, no problem. No problem whatsoever. Do that. And two more signal. Do that. That gives me all the navigation I need, and then I have enough signal to get the other thing. All right. So get that. It gives us enough for the completion. And I mean, that's all I really need. Is that for, let's just do, yeah, because there's no way I'm going to get, I mean, I can do the 4 more. That'll get me this, but it won't get me the navigation. And there's no easy way for me to get that navigation stuff that I need. Like I can get 2 there, but that's about it. So we'll just recharge. There we go. Alright, good stuff. Mars transfer trajectory. So that's on its way. It does give us 1 mission slot back, which is nice. Atmospheric sampling completes in 2 months. This is going to be another 8 months. Okay, so that's going to be, that slot's going to be unavailable for quite some time there. That other one is no longer there. That was the money stuff. Orbital EVA. We still have a lot of science left to do on that to get to that. 1143, 1 month. Astronaut recovery tests. Earth topography. 2286. That would be pretty good. That would be a lot of the boost that we need. But 2286 over 6 months. So it's really 1/6 of that per month, but that's still pretty darn good. Missions, buildings. Over here. Endurance tests. 3243. The ESA is going to launch a mission in 10 months for that, huh? Oh, Mercury is the next one. So Mercury orbit. Wait, was it Mercury? What was the challenge? Complete Mercury orbit before Soviet Union. Oh, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, we just have to plan. We just have to plan it right now. That gives me a huge reward. So let's get that. Let's get this planned. Plan mission. Select payload. Go for that. We don't have enough money for the payload. Go figure. But at least it's in the planning phase. All right, next month. ESA complete multi-crew orbit in seconds. China is launching multi-crew orbit in 6 months. Okay. We're already past that point. Let's build this payload. It's going to take 4 months to build. Alright. Our orbital EVA is almost completely researched. In fact, it'll be a research at the end of or next month here. So that'll be good. Alright. Atmospheric sampling vehicle is complete. So what do we got here? 74, 46% in the payload reliability. Let's train that up. Launch date. Wow. All the launch dates are terrible. Well, we're going to go suboptimal in December, but I mean, everything is... Like, everything's literally suboptimal. So, there you go. That's what we're doing. Alright, so our research on that was done. Let's get our... we need a vehicle assembly building because we need to get to large launch pads. Let's get this started so I don't forget about it. The other thing is, okay, no one else has it researched yet. So at least there's that. But that'll change right quick. Alright, next month. Okay. Not much else. Next month. Vehicle assembly building research complete. Alright, and then research large launch pad. Get that portion of it done. Because these are going to cost a bunch of money. Speaking of, did I pay for that one? Yeah, I did. Okay. I still got to pay for the rocket itself, so let's hold off on that, on building that until we pay for this rocket here. So next month. Mercury orbit payload complete. Design the vehicle. Oh, well, none of those are going to work. Alright, design new. That. And that's not enough. Right, so we need to do that one. 7 months build time. All right. What can we do about that? 5 months. Oh, it's going to be 2,800, or no, 1,800. 1,400. Um, $1,400 versus 1,800. It's still quite a lot. Because we're only getting 211K extra. And what's our, we don't have enough for the next funding tier. So that's not going to change by much. It's 211, that's... So we'll have to wait 2 months to do it. But it'll be cheaper and we can get it out faster. So we're going to do that. Let's leave that design. Confirm. Okay. Cool. So we know where we got to go with that now. So I definitely don't want to build anything on the base. Large launch pad's 538 right now. We got 328 next month. Is that what we got next month? Oof. All right. Hopefully we get some of these things off here. So Union complete multi-crew orbit third. Okay. Next. Offer help to rival. Following your successful multi-crew orbit mission, your advisors have suggested publicly offering to share your payload technology with the Soviet Union in return for Soviet Union making a similar offer in the past. Would gain science if they accept, though your advisors predict that the media will revel in the story. We need some funding, so let's do that. Gain 300 support. Your agency has publicly offered to share its payload technology with the Soviet Union to give our friends the helping hand they need in the space race. Soviet Union have rejected the offer, stating that they need no such assistance and declining to comment further on the matter to their media. Several newspapers have praised your agency for gaining an upper hand over a rival. We can't get much worse with the Soviets anyway, so why not? Launch mission. All right. Adequate conditions. 54% or launch reliability. Let's just we gotta go for it. And it was a secure launch. Nice. Complete one similar mission. 6% chance of failure. Let's just do an auto resolve. See what happens. There we go. Cool. All right, so that is on its way. Orbit, we still gotta wait on that one. Atmospheric sampling is going, which will give us the advanced weatherproofing, which I think will be really fantastic, honestly. We're 2 months from being first at the Mars flyby. So that's good. Let's one more month here. Funding review. All right. Still doing 315K a month. Didn't quite get to the next tier yet, but we should have enough money to build this vehicle, and we shall. It's going to take 7 months to do, but at least that's off the books. Right now, our large launch pad is, we're still kind of, I'm waiting for this influx of, waiting for these missions to complete so I can get an influx of research here. We're kind of hurting there, but Mars flyby is next month. Let's do that. So, here we go. What's the auto resolve on it? 10%. All right, let's continue the mission ourselves. All right, phase 2, collect 3 signal, 4 data, 2 navigation. Okay. 50% bonus for 5, 8, and 3, huh? All right. We have 4 turns. We get 3 commands per turn. So let's see. What gives me the most bang for my buck here? So I do data, and then I do this and this. That gets us the 4 navigation, which I can use one of those to get 2 signal and a data back. So let's do that. Okay. So I can do this. And that gives me the 4 signal. I just need 1 more signal, basically. So I can do 2 energy there on that one. And let's recharge. I had a feeling one of those was going to fail. That's why I did the recharge there. So this will give us 3. Which gets us the main objective. There's no real easy way to get 4 more data without sacrificing the other things. We only have 2 turns remaining. Well, actually, if I do... So if I spend 1 data, I get 2 navigation, which will give me 3 data back. So that's a net of 2 more data. 6. So if I do... Oh, but it's gonna, no, that's fine. Actually, if I do this, I can then do this the next turn, which will give me 4, which will allow me to get the extra data. So let's do that, and let's recharge. Okay. All right, so then I have 2 that I can spend there. That gives me the 6. Wait, what was I going to do? I was going to do this one. That gets me to 6. And Yeah. I could chance it and say do the 4 here. And then do the 3 there, but I have a feeling one of these is going to fail, and I'm not going to have the power to prevent it. Well, if one of them fails, what would be the worst thing? I would still hit the objective, right? So, screw it. Let's do it. Let's go for broke here. Yeah, I figured one of them would fail. Command will cost an additional 1. Which won't get us the... flyover adjustment. Okay. I still got the bonus. Okay. We're first to do the Mars flyby. Excellent. 50% bonus on that. Cool. All right. That worked. That worked out. That worked out. It gives us 1,043 science coming in, which will help a lot on that large launch pad. That frees up a mission slot, which is a really good thing here. Milestones, orbital EVA. Yeah, I should get this orbital EVA done. Wait, did I... Is the Mercury orbit thing? Yeah, Mercury orbit thing's going. I need... Before I do the orbital... I've already lost the race to orbital EVA, but if I can find something that gives me a bunch of money... Earth oceans... I mean, even a bunch of science would be really good right now, but let's see if there's a lucrative one somewhere. I don't think there's anything here, is there? I've already got the atmospheric sampling thing going. There's not a lucrative... What does the orbital EVA give me as far as science? 2040? Over 5 months. Plus 120. I mean, depends on if China fails. Yeah, there's nothing else that'll give me... The Earth topography would... The Earth's oceans are both lucrative in terms of support and science. What that... 500 support would push me over into the next tier of funding. Alright, let's... 750 would do even better, but let's do this one, Earth topography. Because that'll get me into the next support tier. Or at least guarantee that I get to the next support tier. Plus, I can build the payload immediately here. with the money I have. Let's do that. All right. Next month. Mars is dead. A popular magazine has declared that Mars is dead after your recent Mars flyby mission dashed any far-fetched hopes that the planet had artificial canals. The article questions the worth in going back to such a barren world. Your scientists have urged committing the agency to a Mars orbit mission to prove how much there is yet to discover. Okay. Your agency has pledged to send a satellite to orbit Mars. We've only scratched the surface of the red planet so far. Any negative reaction to the magazine's article seems to have been prevented, yet it remains to be seen if the public will be won over by the mission. All right, atmospheric sampling is ready for next mission phase. Go to active missions. Okay, so I did Mars flyby, right? Mars orbit. I have to research, which is in our research queue there already. I already have the things for it, right? Like, yeah, Venus and Mars orbit are I already have the Mariner 8 to do it, so it's 3,000 and 2,500. So, atmospheric sampling, 6% fail. Mission. Yeah, let's auto resolve it. Okay. We've got the advanced weatherproofing and some science and some attaboys. Okay. That gives me a mission slot back, which I mean, we can use that. Yeah, it looks like China completed it in second. Yeah, screw it. Let's get orbital EVA off our list here. Because I don't have much else. I mean, there's nothing else really, right? Not really. Yeah. Okay. Still need a complete Mercury orbit before... You know what? Well, I don't have... This research is not done yet. Crap. I was looking at that. Where's Mercury orbit at? Oh, I have it. Wait. Didn't I launch a Mercury orbit thing? Yeah, it's in the planning stages. Right. It completes the 5. Okay, never mind. I was like, I know I just did it, but it didn't fully register in my brain. I did it. Yeah, let's get the orbital EVA done. 40 ESA jumps on it. Because it's going to take us a while to pay for it anyway. So, go. All right, next month. Prague Rocket, an audio recording made by your agency's recent Venusian Impactor has been sampled by a popular Prague rock band. Following the success of their album, The Winds of Venus, the band has made a generous donation to the agency. Gained 250,000 funds. Oh, hey, that works. That works really well. Thank you for that. Let's build this payload. Here's a free $250,000. Hey, I'll take it. If only, right? Oh, man. Complete funding review. All right, the large launch pad should be done based on this. Should be done. The research for it should be done next month. What does it cost to put the other thing down? 750K for VAB. Okay. And I know the other one was a lot of money. All right, next month. Serious flaw discovery. Your engineers have discovered a major design flaw in Condor, the launch vehicle in your upcoming Mercury orbit mission. The estimated 20% reduction from its current launch reliability of 69%. Diplomatic advisors have suggested approaching Soviet Union to collaborate on a solution. The others have cautioned that sharing your technology would grant the Soviet Union a science boost. Ignore. Alright. Large launch pad research complete. Earth topography. Design a vehicle for that. Yeah, we just need the cheapo one, right? Yeah, the cheapo one will do it. 450K. Which we don't have, but okay. Sure. And what did Japan just do? Japan is launching Mars Flyby in 12 months. Did they just succeed at Mars Flyby? Or, well, I guess they're still in the process of launching it. There's multiple phases of Mars Flyby. Okay, so we've got... Got the buildings researched. What do I need to do for the vehicles here? So I just need to start researching these. This is just 1,000, which I should be able to get these done in 1 month. So let's just get that going. Yeah, large launch pad, 1,250. Yeah, we're not going to be able to afford that anytime soon. But we're at the next, yeah, we're up to the next tier. So my funding should go up in 8 months, at least. Jesus Christ, the same rocket has another flaw? There's a 20% reduction from its current launch reliability of 49%. Cost 150K. Do it. Soviet Union failed Venus impactor. Oh, okay. I wish it would tell me, like, on here, like, what it's actually displaying. Like, what is the ESA doing right now? That kind of thing, but, yeah, whatever. So I don't have the 450K I need for that. But I did get that research done. So we can do this one now. So I have those rockets ready to go, hopefully. We're at June 1966 right now. Yeah, I guess I gotta go 1 more month. Rocket research is done. And... Alright, so missions here. Crewed moon landing takes 4,000 science. So let's get that started. Let's see if we can pay for our rocket now. That's good, but I am going to need a bunch of money for things here. What's on Mars? Requests subsurface penetrator. Giggity. Atmospheric sensors. Okay. but each of those takes a full 9 months to do. I mean, you get a lot of science, but it's like it takes up a slot for a mission slot, not only for 9 months for the mission, but also however many months it takes to build the payload and the rocket. So for a request mission, it's and just for just getting science, like there's other things right now that I can get a bunch of science from. So all right. Orbital EVA payload complete. Mercury orbit vehicle complete. Alright, so first of all, which one is this? This is the Mercury orbit one. We need to get our launch reliability up on that one. So we'll get up by like 9% roughly, and we'll see how it goes. And then orbital EVA. Select our vehicle. Select the cheaper one, please. 1500. Yeah. Load that up. But I need... Wait. Orbital EVA, why is that... Oh. Wait a second. Yeah, the upper stage can do inner planets. I just need Earth orbit for the upper stage. Inner planets, inner planets. Oh wait, this is the booster. That's not what I want. Upper stage. There we go. That's a lot cheaper. Earth orbit for that one. That's 6 months. Yeah, that's a lot better. And yeah, they're the cheap seats. We'll confirm that. That works a little bit better. ESA completed Venus Impactor second. There you go. Second place. Okay, launch Mercury orbit in 3 months. So he is launching Venus Impactor in 9 months. That is still very expensive. I do need money for the base too. 1.25 million for that. And this one is 1.085. All right. It is what it is. Mercury orbit. 58% launch reliability. Let's see what we got here. Oh, it's going it has bad conditions. So we're back down to 45%. Oh, whatever. Go for it. Alright. -1 power for duration of mission. Our booster and our upper stage. Our upper stage went to maximum. 7% chance of failure. Let's auto resolve. Oh, and we got a bonus. Nice. Didn't have to do a damn thing for it either. Cool. That's complete phase 1 of Mercury orbit. This will get us, the next phase is in 5 months, but man, that'll get us a whole bunch of money coming in that we can use to pay for the facilities we're going to need. Wow, we're just short of what we need money-wise there. Okay, next month. Earth topography, 99% launch reliability. That's hilarious. What's the payload reliability? 66%. Let's train up the science on it. We can get that off in, I mean, since we had so much, having a 10% loss or 20% loss in launch reliability is not that bad. So do it in February and get that just going. ESA is launching Mercury orbit in 12 months. Yeah, suddenly everybody wants to do Mercury orbit. 11 months for them. Japan has the technology, but they haven't planned a mission yet. All right. Our funding review is up, so at least we'll get some more funding going. Oh, good, active missions. Oh, here we go. Build vehicle. That's what I want to do. Excellent. All right, so that's going along. How long is that going to take? 6 months. All right. Budget review to tier 9. So 368K per month. All right, so China completed multi-crew orbit in 4th. Soviet Union completed phase 1 of Mars flyby. Okay, so they're still playing catch up, which is fantastic. We have 459. So crewed moon landing is not going to be done next month. Earth topography is launching next month. Let's do it. Launch the mission. Oh, we actually got good conditions anyway. Alright, go for it. Launch any vehicle except sounding rocket with 99% launch reliability. Look at it. We still had a payload failure. I had all this 65% success and 22% positive event, and we still managed to get a freaking 12% there. Alright. 10% chance of failure. Complete 3 similar missions. Let's auto resolve. There we go. Cool. 500 attaboys and 411 science for 6 months. Alright, so that's off the docket then. We have half the money we need for what we're going for. Crewed moon landing. Will likely be done. Yeah, it will be. The research file will be done this month. Then the next one, the Apollo capsule, is going to be 5,500. We're going to have to do for that. So that's going to be another big. But we'll have, hopefully, a boost of science coming in from these other things that we're completing. I think, what do we have going on here? We got Mercury orbit, which completes in 2 months. So that'll be a good infusion. 2,780 science over 15 months. We do have a mission slot available, which I could do for Earth Oceans to get another infusion of science. really wanted to, and it'd be relatively. I mean, it's still like 1,000. We don't have the money for it, but it seems to be the running joke here. Mars orbit 2858. I wonder if endurance test onboard cameras. Installing onboard vehicle cameras will result in favorable media coverage, acting to negate any potential support loss for failure. No support penalty for failing mission. I mean, that's not. I mean, that's fine, but it's not. I'm save scumming, so it doesn't really matter to me that much right now. We did say we would do Mars orbit, right? So I'm tempted to research that, because we can get the research for that done probably. Probably take like 2 months to do, maybe 3. But we still need money for put the buildings down, so it's probably not that big a deal. But let's see here. Moon landing. Definitely gonna need to get that. We're definitely gonna need to get that done sooner rather than later. The research for it, though, but let's see. Moon landing research complete. We got 878 coming in next. We got 601 and 878 science coming in next month. See, the problem is, yes, I can get the research done for it, but I still don't have the money to pay for the the rocket to get it up there. So let's get the Apollo stuff researched. Let's get the moon landing researched at least, and then it just becomes a money issue here. Mercury orbit is ready for its next mission phase. 7% chance of failure. Let's just auto resolve. All right. Achieve Mercury orbit first. And that gives us the challenge. Which gives us a crap ton of money. All right, good. All right, that is the infusion of cash we needed here. Let's build our large launch pad. Boy, it's large. Where can I build it where it's not a negative? That's 1% launch reliability. I guess. Minus 2% vehicle build costs. Put it here so it doesn't touch any other ones, but stuff is not great, but all right, we'll put it there, and we'll build vehicle assembly building. Where it would be a boon. Cannot build here. Can't build. We are completely out of room to put anything anywhere. I'm curious where this would actually. So it'd be a positive right there. Huh. Hey, oh, welcome back. The game goes pretty well. It's I really enjoy this game. Like I just in a mood for like strategy games right now, and this one I've played like a long time ago, and I really enjoyed it. And I wanted to come back and start a fresh run of it, and kind of try to be first in as much as much things as I can as far as the space race here. And so far so good on that. I could do Mars orbit. If I had the research, I could do that. Could use a research boost though. 3048 research for those. I wonder if 3243. I mean, the research alone would be good for that. Yeah, I mean, the science alone would be really good. So maybe we'll just do that because of the science I'll get out of it. We'll get that going. My day was pretty good. So the huge project I've been working on for the past month and a half, integration project I've been doing. Yesterday, I like right at the end of the day, like 4 o'clock, like it was like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. I was just kind of, I got to a point in it, and I'm like, something's not adding up here, and I started doing a whole bunch of searching and stuff, and realized that the third party that we're integrating with, not only is their documentation terrible, but their service is not like working in a way that would be even useful. Like I was doing searches and like manually doing searches and getting absolutely 0 results back. And so this morning I was like, look, I'm blocked. We need to talk about this to my boss. And I circled the wagons, and I was like, look, here's what I'm seeing. Here's the problem. I don't think this third party, despite them pushing us to upgrade to their newer API, I don't think they're actually ready. I don't think this API is actually going to work. And so they made the decision to shelve it for now. So that was a month and a half that's just kind of on hold. Thankfully, it's not my fault. It's just, because we've been reaching out to them via email, trying to get answers. I had a whole bunch of questions for them, and I've heard like absolutely nothing come back from them. My boss tried to reach out to them to get answers and got absolutely nothing. So it's just like it's just one of those things where it's like it it sucks to fail, but at the same time, at least it wasn't my fault. Um, so, but it is at the very least, it does take a little bit of a weight off my head because I can. There's another project that they need to get done that I can now just kind of. I've switched over to that. I can get that. It's a little bit more straightforward, and it's with another integration, third-party integration, but it's with a partner that we actually can exchange emails with and stuff. Like they actually get back to us relatively. They're a little bit more communicative and stuff. So hopefully I'll be able to just knock that out, and then we'll just figure out what this other thing will have to be once someone in Australia wakes up and and actually answers some of my freaking questions. either my questions went straight to a spam folder, or or they realized, oh shit, nothing's working. And they don't want to talk to me. So I don't know which one it is. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah. But I mean, other than that, it's been okay. My problem that I'm facing now is where it's Wednesday night and none of the, like, we've plowed, not plowed, but the neighbor used the snowblower on the driveway, and I shoveled like some of the edging up that was left they didn't get at, and I managed to break up some of the ice like in front of my house, but there's still a whole bunch of ice just going down the driveway. And it's Wednesday now, and it still hasn't melted even a little bit because the ground is so cold that it won't even, like, even with we've had sunny days, and even with the sun out, the ground is so cold that it won't melt. So now I'm facing the problem of I had managed to get enough provisions to last till today. Now tomorrow I'm gonna have to try and clean off the truck and see if I can pull out and go to the grocery store and stuff. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. And I gotta do that. I'm gonna tell them at work. I'm like, guys, at 11 o'clock, I'm going to drop off for like an hour or two, and I'm just gonna try to go to the grocery store and stuff, and then I'll be back for the rest of the day. Because it's gotten to that point where it's like tonight I was my dinner was whatever Elio's pizza had left, which was just like the one slice of Elio's pizza, and some microwave popcorn. So yeah, it's getting a little we're getting down beyond just bachelor food right now. We're getting a little bit below even bachelor food at this point. But it's fine. It's fine. It's not like I don't have a crap ton of fat on me to use anyway. So if nothing else, it'll maybe help me with some weight loss. But yeah, tomorrow I gotta go do something. just get the essentials, you know. Of all the things that I didn't plan for, I didn't plan to run out of dish soap. You know, like the Dawn, you know, dish soap. So I'm here like, yeah, and I have a dishwasher, so I don't need it for everything, but there's a couple things that I don't put in the dishwasher because they're not dishwasher safe, or I just don't want the dishwasher to mess them up. And I'm like, well, of all the things, I ran out of soap. I'm like, I guess I'm just rinsing them out and wiping them down. I'm finally doing all this cooking, and I'm missing an essential component. And the hilarious thing was, the bottle that I had had for over a year at least, because I don't cook that often, and now suddenly I have to cook, and it's like, yep, you're out. See what happens when you try to be healthy. Yeah, right? Right? Well, and you know, the thing is too, like I there's nothing stopping me from ordering DoorDash. It's just either I need to go and like monitor it and meet them down at the bottom of the driveway and hope that I catch them at the bottom of the driveway before they try to traverse it, or I just roll the dice and say, well, hopefully they don't fall. That's my big thing, is I just don't want them to fall coming up the driveway. There is like a little bit of a path they can kind of use, but you know, you never quite know what state the DoorDash driver is going to be in, because I'm pretty sure, based on there's quite a few of them where I'll order like breakfast or something, and I'll go out and pick up the bag on the step. Like I tell them, just leave it on the step, and I'll pick up the bag, and it's like, oof, man, I didn't order. I thought I was ordering bacon and eggs, not weed. Because you open that bag and it's just like, woof, it's like, Jesus. I'm getting hot boxed by my breakfast. Like, holy cow. Then again, I guess if they did fall in that state, they probably wouldn't get injured because they couldn't feel anything anyway, but still. I know, right? My breakfast burrito was mind-altering. Oh, man. That is hilarious. Oh. I don't normally have a problem with that. It's just, I know during the week I've found a pattern. During the week, most of the DoorDashers I get at the times that I order DoorDash, I don't have any problems. They get the order completely right, no problems. The weekends, I guess it's like open season. It's like, everybody come on in and just be a DoorDasher on the weekends kind of thing. Because it's gotten to the point where I can't order anything with a drink on the weekends, because they will never ever remember to take the drink. Unless it's unless I know that the store puts it in the bag, I could do it like Burger King, or not Burger King, like McDonald's will often put it in the bag or something, or if it's a bottle that I know they're just going to put it in the bag, that's fine. But man, like a free roaming drink, Never makes it. Never ever makes it. It's pretty crazy. But you know, first world problems and all that stuff. You've so eloquently described my issue with Domino's. I started doing 2 separate orders if I want 2 liters. I know, right? It's a little fun to watch them say my 2 liters are currently cooking. Yeah. Yeah. It's oh my god. It was I think it was like a Saturday or something or Sunday, and I was out of milk. And I thought, okay, I could be really lazy and just say, "Hey DoorDash, go to Wawa and get me a hoagie, you know, like for lunch and a couple other things, you know, bottle of water, and get me some milk while you're there." Now, during the week, no problems. That day was a Saturday, and I literally got all the other stuff I asked for except the milk. That was the only thing they didn't. That was the only thing I wanted, but that was the only thing that didn't come. So I was like, well, there you go. That explains the whole thing. I remember you told me that. Yeah, it was. It's just hilarious sometimes. Like I want to be mad, but sometimes it's just like, you know what? It's just the world being the world. It's just the universe doing its thing. Might as well get hired at DoorDash, order your own stuff, and get a little refund for going. Get it here. Well, the funny thing there is my DoorDash allows for pickup. So instead of getting delivery, I could say, I'm going to go pick it up. And I'm like, at that point, what exactly are you doing, DoorDash? Because you're still charging me all these fees, but I'm doing all the work. You know, why would I even do it at that point? Why wouldn't I just like call the place directly and be like, okay, I'm gonna get a pickup right now. You know, like, especially for something like Wawa, where it's like they already have their own app. I was like, if I'm gonna go do a pickup, I'll just do it on the Wawa app and go do the pickup, and I'll probably get it cheaper. Right? Exactly, right? It's a cursed business. Yeah, exactly. It's crazy. It's absolutely insane. It's like, what is the, why? But there's somebody out there who's like, oh yeah, no, I'll do pickup this way. What's that? You charge me $25 extra for pickup? That's fine. It's just great. Did I? Well, yeah, what was I looking at? Oh, I was looking at the requests here. What do we got? Earth Oceans I could do for more science. I mean, more science would be good because the Apollo thing is going to take 5,500. Do I have anything else? I got orbital EVA coming up in 2 months. Do we have anything that gives me money? Far side of the moon, eh. What about Mars? Mars orbit. Oh, that's right. We got the subsurface penetrator and atmospheric sensors. That is a lot of science, but I do love me some penetration, giggity. But oh, I have this planned already, the endurance test. Okay. Anything for Mercury? No. No joint missions either. It's going to take a year to build the large launch pad? Jesus. Glad I got that started already. Speaking of, the crewed moon landing. It doesn't say that anybody's got it yet. Got it researched yet. That makes no sense. Do I tip myself? Yeah. I pay myself for the gas they use to do it. What if we shipped Visual Studio Code and Copilot and told the users they could build it themselves? It's basically DoorDash's idea. Yeah. Exactly. 100%. I don't know. I don't know. My favorite DoorDash thing that happened to me though was the DoorDasher that delivered my food to my neighbor's house. And in the picture, and I knew that they delivered it to my neighbor's house because in the picture was my neighbor's address. And I'm like, you know what my address is? It's clearly there, and yet you put the bag down in front of on the step, in front of a thing that is not the address, and you took a picture of it. Like, wow. I mean, there's phoning in your job, and then there's phoning in your job. And of course, I feel like I put my shoes on, I go out, and I'm like, all right, I know exactly where it is because it was literally my neighbor on the other side of me. And I'm like, so now I'm going to go pick this thing up off their doorstep and try not to look like a giant dick doing it, like I'm stealing something from them. Oh, that was great. Can't be mad at people who are selectively illiterate. They have much worse things going on in their life. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right? Like, it's clear to me, like, there's a few people who have, like, it blew me away the other day, like last week, I ordered something in the morning, and usually it takes them like a half an hour, 35 minutes to get to me, and it's the place is like down the street from me. And I mean, this is the level of laziness that I employ. But I was like, I got meetings and stuff. I was like, I don't have time. Let me just order this. And this DoorDasher delivered in like 10 minutes. I was blown away. I was like, holy crap. Like, there is somebody who has like some kind of work ethic. It's like, how do I request this person directly? Because the rest are just like, and then it's, they take their time. I mean, there's some of them that, there was one, I swear, I don't know what they were doing, but, you can request in the DoorDash thing, you can say like, come directly to me, but you have to pay more money to do it. Or you can say, just do the normal delivery, which means they might deliver to somebody else first and then deliver, on the way to your place, right? Well, this one had, they were delivering somewhere else. It said delivering to another customer, right? And I'm looking at it on the map because they show the GPS coordinates. And they go and they're sitting there at that GPS coordinate for like 25 minutes. I'm like, how the hell long does it take to deliver something, that you've already picked up? I'm like, shenanigans are going on here, clearly. And and 25 minutes there, and then it took them, once they got started again, mind you, it was only like 5 minutes away from me. It took them another 20 minutes to go 5 minutes. Like, what is happening? What is going on? It's like 40 minutes later, I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. I ordered something. I forgot. Oh man. It's like I swear like delivering to another customer means I'm gonna take a nap right now. I think that's what they did. They just took a nap for like half an hour or something. It's like, all right. I mean, if you're going, like, hey, I'm not going to dictate when you can take your breaks and your naps, but you know, don't pick up somebody's food and then take a break. You know, like, there's a little bit of common sense there somewhere. This house too far away. Good night. I screamed out it. Yeah. Oh. Oh God. I got somebody else's order one time. It was it was the last time I ever ordered from Subway, because like someone else's order came. I unwrapped it because I was getting a hoagie as well. I unwrapped it, and that thing it was literally 2 pieces of bread with relish spread over it. And that's it. There was no meat, no nothing. It was just 2 pieces of bread with relish. I'm like, there's no way. There's no way somebody ordered this. Somebody at Subway is punking people here. Like, there's no way that anybody ordered that. And I was like, I will never, ever get another thing from Subway that I don't go and get myself. Like, that was just... It was one of those things where, like, you know, relish doesn't bother me, but when you're not expecting it and you open up the wrapping and you look at the bread and you're just like, it just kind of turns your stomach. You're like, what the hell? It's like kind of opening a sandwich and just seeing toothpaste on it. It's like toothpaste doesn't turn your stomach, but in that context, suddenly it's like, ooh, what the hell? Oh man. What is this? Finish second or above in 2 milestone missions. 25% vehicles research cost for 6 months. Pictured it and I don't like it. Exactly. Now you can imagine having all the senses, right? Like you're just imagining it in your mind. I had to look at it and smell it and be like, what the freak? Oh man. All right, Warp About. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. Good luck with your PRs. Oh man, that's funny. Second or above in 2 milestone missions. Okay. Well, I have 1 mission slot available. So what am I going to do with this mission slot? I should do something with it. Oh, sorry, Veruna. Sorry about that. You had mentioned that once before, and it left my mind. Apologies. What is... So I got orbital EVA. Well, 2 milestone missions. I already have... This is... Endurance test is not a milestone mission, right? I remember mentioning it. All right. No problem. Have a good night. Quest. What am I need? I'm always in need of money here. Moon landing. Far side of the moon. I mean, let's just take something on Earth here, because it'll be... Let's do Earth's oceans. There we go. And we'll build that. It's relatively cheap. Okay, next month. ESA is launching Mercury orbit in 6 months. Well, I complete the Mercury orbit. Okay, cool. Alright, Apollo program is going. Well, EVA vehicle complete. Let's get both of our astronauts signed. Training. See if we can get some more science out of it. Launch date. Yeah. 3%. Hang on. Let's go. Launch reliability training. Let's do a go for September. I'll get us back up to 71%. We've already lost the race for it, so best we could do is get 3rd place. So let's do that. No one else has it going, so get that going. Alright. And next month. Endurance tests. Earth's oceans. Payloads complete. Alright. Reuse design. Yes, take the cheap design. Do that. And endurance tests. Stargazer. Firm, but we need money for that. Alright. Fine. And how much money do we need for that? 902k. A lot. Alright. Funding reviews in 6 months. What are we at here? We're not... We've got a long way to go to tier 10. That's what it's saying there. Alright. Launch orbital EVA. Quest mission. Venus Impactor. Sets the Soviets doing Venus Impactor. Water discovered on Mercury. Despite Mercury's proximity to the Sun, your Mariner 8 probe has discovered water ice at its poles. Scientists believe that sun craters may be permanently shaded from the searing heat of the Sun, allowing them to harbor the ice, which itself may have been delivered by comets and meteorites. Gain 500 science. Nice. Alright. Let us launch our orbital EVA. And we've lost 11% launch reliability even after all that. That's fine. Let's go for it. Random command is lost for module at the first turn. Okay. So what does auto resolve give me? 10% chance of failure. Let's go. Let's do it. Cool. Complete an orbital EVA, spacewalk. Did it in 3rd. Oh, that's right, we did it in 3rd, so it doesn't count towards that challenge. But we did get a bonus, so hey. Yay us. China failed to launch Mars flyby. Okay. And Soviet Union completed Mars flyby in second and completed Venus impactor in third. Okay. They're starting to catch up a little bit. So endurance test, we still don't have the money for that. I do need something that will give me some moolah here. 175 months to do that. Okay. Nothing there. Still nothing there. Well, we almost have Apollo capsule researched. So, in fact, we'll get that researched next month here. So after that, I can grab the research for Mars orbit and just get that going. Extravehicular photography. Photographs taken by your astronauts Satinori Albert during a recent EVA have featured on the front page of several newspapers. The spacewalks seem to have captured the public's imagination. Gain 300 support. Apollo research complete. Alright. Crewed moon landing. Planets. Alright, there is Apollo 864K. Boom. Done. I know we were saving up for the other one, but let's just get that going. Because that's going to take a while, right? Like, our large launch pad is incomplete for 6 months, and actually that works out well because the Apollo capsule and the launch pad will get completed at the same exact time. And then we'll still need a few months to build the actual rocket, the Saturn V rocket. Or Saturn 1, Saturn 1B and Saturn, yeah. So we'll launch water sound suppressor, PR office, would be good. 2,500. Could we? Costs on missions research tree. Minus 20% costs on missions research tree. That's actually really good. 5,000 though. Neutral buoyancy lab for tier 2 astronaut talents. Mission training support. Diplomacy office. 25% reputation rewards for successful joint missions. 10% total rewards for successful request missions for visitor center. So mission control expansion. See, the robotics research lab would help out a lot. Because minus 20% costs on this entire tree would be fantastic. Let's get Mars orbit right now. Okay. Launch capable. Constructs a small, medium, and large launch pad. Alright. VAB is complete. Minus 10% vehicle build time. Mars orbit research complete. Mars Oceans vehicle complete. Let's do the payload reliability. Sure. Firm. What do we have here? Japan completed Mars flyby and so did the ESA. Alright. Cool. The missions. Endurance test. I still need the money for that. Which we don't have right now. Oh, of course, we would get atmospheric sampling, which is a huge reward on it, but I don't have any mission slots available for it. Although we are launching Earth's Oceans next month, I don't know if that's still going to be available or not. Have to keep an eye on it. Okay, so we got the Mars orbit like immediately. Let's get this robotics research lab going. Because we'll have a boost in science, hopefully a little bit of a boost. How's our funding? Yeah, we're still not quite to tier 10 yet. So we're not going to get any more funding yet. Alright. Yeah, next month. Payload optimization. Your engineers have managed to optimize a key component of the Apollo payload for your upcoming crewed moon landing mission, increasing payload reliability by 5%. In addition, they've identified a way to increase the reliability by a further 10%, though it would require extra funding. It's currently 76%. 200K. It's already 76%. You know what? Go for it. It's now 86%. All right. Earth's Oceans, 1968. 99% launch reliability. It doesn't get any better than that. There we go. And complete 4 similar missions. Yeah, resolve. Good. That's completed. Let's see if this is still here. Yes. Plan that mission. Because we can use the money. Honey. Good. Alright. We'll complete, so 3 months till really anything. Needs 902,000. All right. Large launch pad is complete. Crewed moon landing payload complete. All right. And atmospheric sampling payload complete. All right. Crewed moon landing. We're going to put a priority on this one. I don't have a design for it. Okay. Upper stage will be the Saturn 4B. Select that. And the booster will be Saturn 1B. 2200. Oh, Jesus. Upgrade. Oh, that's right. We have the advanced weatherproofing stuff and stuff now. But that takes... Oh, of requires 2 points. Yeah, I can only have 1 point of upgrade. Great. Let's go with the cheaper alternative, cheaper contractor here. 1,700, because it's going to take us a while just to get that money. Alright, and then this guy... Actually, you know what? I should spend money on this. Because this will get us a bunch of money. So... Confirm. So yeah, we should get the atmospheric sampling one off because that'll give us a bunch of money once it comes back. But at least we have the rocket. At least we have the payload done. We just have to get the money for the rocket. Which is going to be 1,700K. Alright. Tis what it is. Alright. China complete a Venus impactor in 4th, ESA complete Mercury orbit in 2nd. And what is that? Japan is launching Mercury orbit in 11 months. Okay. Atmospheric sampling, build this vehicle. It's going to take 4 months. Alright. Box research lab complete. How much does that cost? Oh yeah, we're not doing that anytime soon. Alright. So I need at least one more of these. We're going to do the Saturn V booster and the Saturn II upper stage just so that I can get those done. They're both 1,500 science, so I don't think it'll take us too long to do that. Additional contractors, I need 12 of these. So that'll get me 8, 9, 12. I mean, additional contractors would probably be good. If I have the science to spend, which I don't necessarily have the science to spend. Okay. ESA is launching Venus orbit in 26 months. So they're going to get... I didn't do Venus orbit yet, did I? No. Oh, and Soviet Union is going to get there in 3 months. 25 months. I still need to research for that. I guess... yeah, let's get the Saturn V booster, and then I could just do the research for Venus orbit. It's just 2,500. And Saturn V. This for sampling complete. 1%, 75%. 71%. Launch date. Sooner rather than later would be good. Yeah, let's just get it. Let's just get it going as fast as we can here. Still got a ways to go before we get enough attaboys to get to tier 10 funding. China completed phase 1 of Mars flyby. China's launching Mercury orbit in 13 months. Okay. Oh. Make sure we're the only one with this in the planning stages, it looks like. Alright, so I can afford to do this to get a science boost. How much more do I need for that? 1700. This is 2 phases. One month till launch. It's got 2 phases. It's going to take 4 months to do it. So, yeah, build this. It'll take 4 months to build that anyway. Alright. Atmospheric sampling. Even worse. Launch reliability. Whatever. We got a positive out of it. +1 command on first turn. First task. Okay. Yeah. 2% chance of failure. Let's auto-resolve. Go for it. Go for it. We got 1500k just for that transfer orbit. Okay. That helps tremendously, because now I can go in here and get our launch vehicle built for the crewed moon landing. Which, how long does that take? $11 months. So that's funny. So that'll bring us to 1969, September. September 1969. So we're basically right on the trajectory that the United States actually was on at that point, right? We're basically going to land on the moon almost at the correct time in history, almost. Because it was 69, I believe. I could be wrong on that. But, yeah. Alright, so that's good. We got all of our rockets getting built and all our missions moving along. So now I just need the money to build. What was the next thing on here? The robotics research lab. So it helps out with our research stuff. All right, next month. Saturn V research complete. Soviet Union failed Mars orbit. Right. That is good to know. Let's go back to missions here. Let's get Venus orbit started. What do we have on Mercury? Core science. What is this? Horizontal integration. Adopting horizontal integration for vehicle construction reduces structural overheads and simplifies launch pad transfer. -1 month vehicle build time. That's not bad, but that's a 6-month 6-month jaunt there. So Soviet Union has launched this mission and will potentially complete it in 3 months. The Venus orbit one. ESA has it launched set for 21 months. How are we doing over on Mars here? Mars orbit. Apparently everybody has it researched but not planned. I did make a thing that said we were going to do Mars before everybody else, right? So we do need to get that rolling at some point here. But I want to get the moon landing definitely, and I definitely need this money. So that's where the direction we're going. All right, budget review only plus 400. So sampling is ready for its next phase. Endurance tests. Vehicle complete. We need launch reliability. Training on that. Yeah, we'll just select that. Atmospheric sampling. Does auto resolve get us? Yeah, do it. There we go. There's our 2500K there. Good. That gives us an excellent boost. Get our robotics research lab down somewhere. Plus 10 research per month, minus 2% vehicle build costs. Okay. Plus 3% reward for missions. All right, let's do it right there. Okay. So hopefully, so how long does that take to build? A whole freaking year to build that. Okay. All right. What is this? What are the Soviets doing around the moon here? Or not the Soviets. What's China doing around the moon? No idea. Or are they just doing... Oh, you know what? They're probably doing a transfer orbit to get to Mars. Yeah, they have a mission in progress. 3 months. Okay. So Mars orbit. Let's get that mission planned. Payload. 4 months. Good. Endurance tests. Launch it. Minus 1 turn on first task and mission. Yeah, we'll just complete 3 similar missions. Yeah, auto resolve. Good. All right, complete the first phase of that one. And these are completed. Phase 1 endurance tests. All right. We got Venus orbit being researched. Our research is not, it's pretty low right now. Research coming in, that is. But hopefully that will pick up once I get this one kicking in, and these are definitely going to boost it. Mars orbit and stuff. No water on Venus. Measurements taken by a recent entry probe have revealed that despite Venus's dense clouds, the planet lost its water long ago. The clouds are instead composed mostly of sulfuric acid droplets. Gain 300 science. Good. Soviet Union completed Venus orbit first. Yeah, okay. You say has it in 17 months. I mean, if I can get at least second or above, that'll go towards the challenge here. Japan has completed the required research. Oh, I haven't even completed the... Oh, yeah, I'm still doing the research for Venus orbit right now, so I haven't even... I'm way out of the race right now on that one. Anything else going on there? No. Next month. Japan completed phase 1 of Mercury orbit. Okay. Alright, endurance test is ready for its next phase. Also, the Mars orbit payload is complete. Let's design the vehicle. Yeah, we'll do Condor. Confirm. I need one more month to get the money for it, though. We'll resolve that. Cool. And we got onboard cameras as an upgrade. Okay. That gives us a mission slot back. I'm not sure. Well, we're going to have Venus orbit's going to be is a main mission, so we're going to have that next month. So we'll hold on to that mission slot for that. All right, our month here. Venus orbit research completed. Research tree. Speaking of that, Titan, Mars and Beyond, booster. % launch reliability. I don't know if I really need that all that much. Having additional contractors might be useful, though. Hall of Fame, Neutral Buoyancy Lab. What's that need for? Centrifuge training. Tier 2 astronaut talents. Sound suppression. Mission control expansion. Needs one of these, like the visitor center, which needs a PR office. All right, let's get the PR office researched right now. Let's build our Mars orbit vehicle. And let's plan our Venus orbit mission. Payload, we'll have to wait to pay for the payload though. All right. Yeah, next month. China is launching Mars orbit in 14 months. Okay. Yeah, how much is this? 605. All right. Soviet Union is launching Mars orbit next month. Moon landing vehicle complete. Oh, minimum crew of 3. I need to hire an astronaut. Much reliability for mission vehicle. Let's get a test pilot. All right, so assign. Confirm. Training. Launch reliability. Wait, what is the yeah, the payload reliability is really good. Launch reliability. Launch date. December. December 1969. December 1969. I'm curious here. NASA moon landing. July 20th, 1969. Okay, so I'm a couple months late. Fair enough. Okay. Venus orbit. Yeah, build that payload. That going. Our PR office is almost done. In fact, we'll have enough science for that next month, so that should be completed next month. What's going on here? Fan complete Mercury orbit, launching Mars orbit. 14 months. Prague rocket support. Ooh, another 400K for free. I'll take it. Popular prog rock band have donated all proceeds from a recent stadium event to your agency in support of your Venus orbit mission. The publicity generated by the stunt has resulted in a huge surge of sales for the band's album, The Winds of Venus, which your PR team has suggested may not have been wholly unanticipated. All right. That probably paid for my PR office. More or less. So, unfortunately, I can't build anything down there. 3% reward for missions. 2% reward for missions. There's really nowhere I can shove this, is there? Not really. That's 1,250 to put there. But we get reward on the missions there. It's a shame I can't get it here because I get 3% reward. Oh well. I only really have one place I can put it, more or less. Although that's too much money. $150K, just put it there. Alright, I don't have the money after all to put that down yet. Okay, research. Mars Lander Space Station. Skylab. Modular Space Station. Let's get the let's get a commercial cell. Ooh, funds reward. Yes, let's get a commercial satellite going. It's the money we desperately need. Mars orbit complete. Huh. Prove the moon landing. Here we go. 86 and 71%. And it's raining. Great. March. Yeah, I guess I can't go back on that once I say I'm going to reschedule it, huh? All right. March it is. Schedule it for then. Mars orbits. Let's get more science out of it. And so I'm scheduled for second there. Looks like. So let's get it out in April. Yeah, April's the earliest we can do, so let's do that. All right. Plus 500. We're inching up there, but not quite there. Robotics Research Lab is complete. So that makes our mission research go a lot better. All right, design vehicle, Venus orbits. Condor works for me. All right, just need money for that. And we're still scheduled for first for the crewed moon landing, so I'm okay with that. Mars orbit. It looks like potentially second place on that. Unless the Soviet Union fails, which would be really nice. So we'll see. So you complete a phase 2 of Mars orbit. China and ESA is launching Venus orbit in 6 months, and China is launching Mars orbit in 6. Okay. almost have the money for it. Crewed moon landing. Here we go again. Adequate conditions. All right. It's good enough for me. Secure launch. That's what I want to hear. Booster and upper stage go up a level. And yeah, I'm gonna auto resolve. There we go. Moonshot. Land on the moon before any other space agency. There we go. One small step. Complete the crewed moon landing mission. All right. 2,900 attaboys we got, and 572 science for 6 months. Tour of duty. Complete human in space, orbital EVA, multi-crew orbit, and crewed moon landing. All right. Good. All right. Well, that yeah, that definitely knocked us into the next tier of funding. I was like, that ought to count for something. That's good. That's real good. Mercurial history, experimental payload. Okay. What else we have here? Mars orbit's coming up. And Mars lander is for Era 3. We got on Earth here. Commercial satellite is being researched. ESA apparently has already finished the research for it. I have a way to go yet on that solar observatory. Okay. Do I have a mission slot? Oh, let's build this. Okay. So we build that. So my research then, so these missions should be 20%. Oh, did I build the thing? Yeah, I built it, right? Yeah. So they should be 25% cheaper, the research in that tree. What else am I looking for here? Commercial satellite, space station. I could do solar observatory just to get the science rolling in, because that's just one phase. So let's do that just to get something going here. And it doesn't cost that much for the payload, at least. Race to the Moon 1. The world as one held its breath as your astronaut Jonathan Fuji stepped onto the lunar surface, becoming the first human in history to set foot on another planetary body. Media outlets across the globe are praising your agency's achievement. They said they'd get there first, and they did it again. The news broadcaster announced, gained 1,000 support. Here comes Mars orbit now. Let's go and launch. Our launch reliability is terrible. Got a little boost from the conditions, but let's see what we got. Alright, fine. 10% chance of failure. Screw it, let's try it. Oh, mission failed. Well, that 10% chance of failure was a 100% chance of failure. But see, I have the power of time travel. Nothing fails in my universe. Unless it's the AI. unless it's the enemy combatants. Secured launch. Yeah, now it's 7%. All right, try it. There we go. Mars transfer trajectory. All right, NASA complete phase 1 of Mars orbit. Let's build the payload for the solar observatory. Okay. So we got 9 months. So really it'd be great if the Soviet Union failed there in 2 months. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Commercial satellite research complete. Let's do ComSat. Get that going. Get that moving along, and that'll give us a boost in funding. How are we doing up here? Oh yeah, that's right. We're well into tier 10 now, so that's good. Our funding review is in 8 months, though. What did Japan just launch? Japan reached Era 3 Mars and beyond. I was wondering when one of them was going to push forward into it. Okay. So they're going probably... They're either going to Mars or they're going well beyond. Probably going to Saturn or something. Oh, they're orbiting the moon. Okay, maybe not. Solar Observatory. Let's get the cheapest design we can. Confirm. Send that on its way. China's launching Mars orbit next month. ESA is launching Venus orbit next month. Soviet Union completed Mars orbit. Damn. Damn. Yeah. It is what it is. Earthrise dominates papers. A striking Earthrise photograph taken from the moon's surface has drawn acclaim from countless news outlets. Gained 400 support. ComSat research complete. Optimized assembly research complete. Minus 20% build payload build time. All right, Mars orbit's ready for next mission phase. All right, so research. Right, because we did everything in this era. So optimize assembly. So let's get the space station. I mean, Mars lander would make the most sense. But let's get the space station going. Get that started. I'm not even sure what's Skylab gonna take. Skylab is 30,000 kilograms. So I would need upper stage that takes 30,000. That's 500,000. Wait, 45,000. So I have the upper stage for that already. Because the Saturn rockets will do it. Okay. So that should be okay then with Skylab. Yeah. All right. Good missions, Mars orbit. Auto resolve. Go. Phase 2 of Mars orbit completed. Condor is complete next month. All right, training. Yeah, train up some science there. Launch dates. Yeah, October, that's fine. That out. Puts me in third, huh? That's what seems like there. All right. Fine. So I'm not really making any progress towards that challenge, though, am I? Well, I have one. Commercial satellites. No mission slots available. When does the next mission slot free up? 2 months. 4 months on that. 1 month till launch on that. That's 2 phases. That's 5 months. Okay, so 4 months that we can start to plan the whatchamadoosit mission. Oh yeah, 94%. Go for it. Go for it. Secure launch. Resolve. Go. All right. Phase 1 is done of that. So observatory, launch preparations. Yeah, payload reliability. Let's see if we can get that up a little bit. All right. So that actually, the solar observatory will clear out of my queue a little bit faster here. Yeah, everybody's sending stuff all over the place. I wish I could tell what missions they were. Oh, and it's raining. Great. Oh, well, all right. Guess we are reloading that, aren't we? There we go. Didn't succeed by much there. All right. 10% chance of failure, huh? 5 similar missions. There we go. That gets me at least enough there. All right, and then that frees up a mission slot. So Venus orbit. And well, Mars orbit, we're likely going to get second place. Well, we're definitely going to get second place. So that'll get me the other thing I needed towards the challenge, which actually I don't see the challenge here. Yeah, that'll give me the second milestone challenge. Or second, yeah. Second milestone I need for the challenge. Commercial satellite. Plan the mission. that going. 691K. Get some money into our pockets here. Funding review is coming up next month. Alright. So we're in tier 10 now. Almost to tier 11, so we're well on our way. 420,000 per month we're getting. Alright, Mars orbit. Let's go. Yeah, let's auto resolve. Yep, second place on that. And that completes the challenge too. Right. I didn't see it go off though. Yeah, it did. Okay. 50% less vehicle research costs for 3 months by completing the Saturn flyby before the Soviet Union. Okay. Well, that's Era 3 is doing Saturn and the outer planets. Okay. We have a mission slot available. Radiation. Mars lander is kind of the next thing there. Space station is almost research. In fact, we'll complete that next time here. We got the milestone for Venus. There's only 2. Ooh, endurance test. Yes. Let's get another lucrative mission going. Get some money for stuff and things. Alright. Space station research complete. Reached Era 3. Unlock the outer planets. The race to Mars begins. Landing humans on Mars is the ultimate milestone for our agency, and achieving it first must be our primary long-term goal. Getting there will be our greatest technological challenge, and we'll need to gain plenty of mission experience over the following decades before we're ready to do it. But with your leadership, we can make humanity a multi-planetary species. The race to Mars screen is now unlocked. Venus orbits in its next phase. So what's the... Where's the race to Mars? Oh, Mars readiness. There we go. Oh, interesting. Okay. Crewed Mars landing. 10,000 science over 34 months. Means Orion. Engine and habitat. Send lander. Okay. Chance of mission success abysmal. Well, so Japan is the only other one that has unlocked it. And they're at 0%. So, okay. Well, that's because they're the only other ones that are in Era 3 right now. So... Skylab's 6,400. Mars Lander's 4,400. Our Mars expertise would go up by 2% there on both of those. Vehicles are also 25% off right now because of that thing that we did. Let's get the rest of the vehicles in here to unlock additional contractors in case that actually helps me. I don't know if it's going to help me or not. But it's 25% off, and we might as well just knock out as many of these as we can while we have that for 5 months here. So we can do that. Venus orbit, auto resolve. There we go. Third place for that. And we got 50% bonus rewards. Nice. And that also helped our Mars preparations. Okay. Take it. Alright, we're 1% of Mars readiness. Hard research. 375 on that. So it should be completed in a month here. There we go. We got that. Design vehicle. Endurance tests. Yeah, load that up. Confirm. And we'll get to that when we have the money. Research. 9, 12, 10, 11, 12. Okay. So 47, 11, 25. Let's get that one done right now, because that's a month. And do I have anything else? Any other, like, 1% Mars readiness, Earth oceans, solar wind monitoring. Commercial satellite completes in 1 month. We got over here. Lunar radiation. Yeah, it's not really that great. I don't have any requests. Jupiter flyby. Jupiter orbiter. Okay. Saturn flyby. Saturn orbiter. 77 months. So we really got a plan. Like, that's going to take a mission slot for 77 months, plus all the building of the stuff and everything else. That's a lot. 109 months for Uranus, 145 for Neptune, and 157 for Pluto. Oof. Don't have any other request missions that we can do. I do, but I mean, well, let's do this one because this gives me a science boost. Let's just do it. There's oceans because it's relatively cheap. And this endurance test one, I really need to get this off the ground because that will give us a bunch of money. 102. We'll see. ComSat will also do it, so. Saturn II research complete. Commercial satellite payload complete. Yeah, do the cheaper one. You load that up. And more K for that. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. But I do need to get that. Both of these require a lot of money, and I need to get I need to get them going. I need the commercial satellite I want to get going first. So save up for that. Let's get this guy researched. There we go. There's Ocean's payload complete. Bismarck will do. Confirm. Don't want to build that yet. I want to hold on to my money to get the commercial satellite off the ground. All right, 225. We have the science for that. So let's use it. Yeah, I know. Okay, I did that. Additional contractors research complete. 2 additional contractors during vehicle construction. Does that help me with commercial satellites? Start avionics. So new space. 4 months. Yeah, no. Okay. Unfortunately, that doesn't help me with that. We just need money for that right now. Research. Still got 1 more month of discount here, so let's 30,800. What is the one I'm going to need? Well, 24,000 capacity. So, wait, these are boosters. The upper stage, 9,000. So Centaur is 15,000. It's 24,000 kilograms mass. So I need a booster that can do 24,000 kilograms. This one can do it. That one can't. That one can. So the Delta 4 booster and Centaur upper stage seem like they pair off. So let's get the upper stage done. Yeah, next month. Centaur research complete. Japan failed multi-crew orbit. Wow, they still haven't done multi-crew orbit. Jeez Louise. Okay, and then we'll get the... What's this? This is 24, so we do the Delta 4, which is 2,000, which we have, so that can get done in a month. Actually, should I do that, or should I do... Skylab is 6,400. Mars Lander is 4,400. It's 56. 44. I'm tempted because this will be like halfway done. More than halfway done if I just do that right now. Yeah, screw it. Let's just do that right now. Because we don't have... We have 981 next month, so it's dropping back off again. Commercial satellite. We still need... We'll have the money for that next month, so let's do that. Soviet Union is launching commercial satellite in 13 months. See, I'm glad I jumped on that. Build the vehicle. It's going to take 6 months to build, so get that going. All right. Okay, Outlaw. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. I'm actually wrapping up to a little bit here. I'm going to need to wrap up a little bit because this game sucks me in, and then I don't know what time it is anymore. But yeah, you have a good night, and we'll see you later. Active missions. Yeah, and then endurance test is the next one that we want to pay for right away. Although this commercial satellite should give us enough to buy both of those, I think. All right. So, yeah, next month. Skylab research complete. Okay, let's get the vehicles. Let's get the Delta IV booster going because we're going to need that if we want to launch that at all. Heat shield analysis, spacewalk maneuvering, solar wind, milestones, space station. Oh, we need the space shuttle to do it. Which means I need 2 more of these researched. Got it. Okay. Well, we can do solid rocket boosters and Titan or the Atlas 3. Oh, 2000. Yeah, I guess the Atlas 3, they're all 2000 except for that one. So, yeah. And then this is what, 7,000. Okay. So what is that? So launchpad requires large. Launch reliability per level. And that is, the shuttle shouldn't require anything else, right? I think it's 30,000 kilogram capacity. And like the shuttle had boosters on it, but this picture has the boosters already on it, so I don't know if it needs the solid rocket, the 8 solid rocket boosters here or if you use the 6 for it. Unfortunately, I can't click on it to see what it actually needs, but all right. Well, that's where we're at there. Complete Saturn flyby before. So what does the Saturn flyby is? What, 4,800, and we need Voyager for both of those, Saturn and Jupiter. Yeah. Okay. Keep that in mind. Modular space station. It's the next one there. Alright. We'll have to see. We'll have to see on that one. Do I have... No, I want to get endurance test off the ground first, I think. So this completes in 4 months. Well, you know what? Actually, it doesn't matter because... this is going to complete 4 months, which will give us the money to do this one, which is also a money one. So the science right now would be good. So let's get the science going at least. ESA is launching crewed moon landing in 19 months. And anything else here? It's in 3 months, completes in 2 months. Budget review, not quite to tier 11. All right, still 420,000 a month. Delta IV research complete. Delta IV heavy. So we'll get the 6 assault rocket boosters going, as we said before, and then I still need a little bit more dough for the endurance test one. Pet Project, a company specializing in life celebration services, has approached your agency requesting that your upcoming commercial satellite include a small additional payload comprising pet ashes. If accepted, the company will pay $500K. However, your advisors have warned there's a chance the public will react negatively to the deal. Really? I need the public support because I need that funding, and I've already got a bunch of money. So let's reject that for now. It hurts to reject that, but let's reject that. We're gonna have money coming in from the commercial satellite itself anyway. So we'll do that. Launch date for June, which will beat Soviets there, so that's good. Confirm that. And endurance test, we can build this vehicle now. That's going to take 4 months. Yep, Soviet Union is launching commercial satellite in 6 months. But I'm going to beat them to it. Earth Oceans vehicle complete. And let's get more science out of that. Launch date for May. Confirm that. All right. I guess next event. Face on Mars. A recent image taken during your Mars orbit mission has captured the public's imagination due to its uncanny resemblance to a human face. Your scientists have explained that it's simply an optical illusion due to shadows falling on a Martian hill, yet more eccentric sections of the media have claimed it to be clear evidence of an ancient civilization. Your researchers are keen to dismiss such stories, yet your PR team have noted the potential for increasing support for space exploration. No, just no. It's just a hill. Your agency has dismissed the speculation. Unfortunately, this isn't evidence of advanced Martian civilization, yet there's still endless mysteries to uncover on the Red Planet. Screw that. I am all about truth. Scientific truth, at least. Okay. There's Oceans. Watch that. 6 assault rocket booster research complete. Launch this. Get me some more science rolling in. That would be really great. 9% boost. Cool. And we're going to auto-resolve this because we've done so many of these at this point. Alright, we got the 50% bonus on it too. Cool. Well, that works. That'll give us a boost to our science here. We got 873 coming in next month. Which is good because I want to get one more of these boosters done here so we can unlock the space shuttle. So we'll do that. That's 2,000. It's going to take a couple months. Alright. Vehicle complete. Commercial satellite. Launch this puppy. Ooh, 93% launch reliability. Go for it. Secure launch. And auto resolve. And we're first. Achieve commercial satellites. 3.5 million for that. That is a nice chunk of change. Endurance tests. Training. Yep, on that. Launch date. Wow. earliest we can do is January. Alright. So be it. Firm. We're June 1972 now. So what research are we working on? This is... Or what? Close to halfway done on that. We've got 873 next month, so it's going to take an additional month for that. Building wise though, since we got money, now's the time to start looking at some buildings and what we can do here. Vehicle research tree, minus 20% costs on that. That would be really good, especially with the shuttle. So maybe I should do this next before we do the shuttle. Or, well, what do I have to do to get... That's the only thing I need to do the space station is the shuttle. Let's plan this mission now. And get Skylab built at least. Build the payload. So we get that started. We're kind of committed to that. I am going to need scientists to stay up there, I'm guessing. What do we have here? Are these guys, how long until their retirement? 1995, 1992, 1977. So the electrician's going to retire in like 5 years. So let's get another, so we got comm specialists. We have another electrician here. Celebrity, scientist, athlete. I really don't, but longevity. Alright, well, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Yeah. What else can I do here? Should be looking probably at some more milestones. Resolution photography. Launch escape system. Emergency ensuring their safety. 4006 science. Mercury. Core science. Auxiliary propulsion system. Additional roll control for improved maneuverability, reducing the chance of a critical launch failure. Huh. Those would have been nice earlier. Now I'm not quite sure. Yeah, there's a lot of vehicle mission. Like, there's a lot of different vehicles parts that we're gonna probably need for some of these things, so... Getting that vehicle research down. Yeah, getting the building to get the 20% reduction in vehicle research tree would be a really good idea. Tier 2 astronaut talents as well as good. I have the PR office. Diplomacy office. Joint missions. Visitor center, contractor's office, plus 25% contractor positive effects. Yeah, we've been kind of neglecting the buildings, and I feel like that's going to hurt us eventually here. But let's... Well, we'll have to see. And I got a bunch of money, so now is the time to like start investing, to invest in buildings and things. 50K. If I can get rid of some of this nonsense. I mean, getting rid of that's not going to help anything right now. Construction. And I don't know if there's enough room down there for anything, so let's not worry about that. All right. Well, that's fine. I'm going to have to stop here, though, my friends, because it is getting late. But man, I'm enjoying this game. I'm enjoying it quite a bit. But I don't know what I'm going to play tomorrow night. Probably not Mars Horizon, because I'm trying to, you know, have some variety. But we'll see. We'll see what I'm in the mood for tomorrow night. And Friday night, hopefully I'll get back to doing some coding, and Saturday as well. We'll see. We'll see. I know that there is a game that I was waiting for coming out tomorrow. I think I'll probably play a little bit of it off camera to make sure it's something that I want to see what kind of state it's in, because I think we played a demo for it a long, long time ago. And I remember liking it. I remember a lot of it, but I don't know what state it's in right now. So I'll probably do that. But we'll see. We'll see if I want to play that tomorrow night or not, or if I just want to do something else. Anyway, that is the story as I know it right now, my friends. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. If you happen to run across this on the YouTubes and you have a like and or a subscribe that you can spare, maybe toss my way, that would be great and swell and awesome. It helps out tremendously, and I appreciate it greatly. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope everyone has an excellent morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on what it is for you, and hope to see you back here again in the future for some more stuff, whatever happens to suit your fancy. Until then, see you, bye.
did you get in here?
I'm a locksmith. And I'm a locksmith.